All right, I do believe we are live. Welcome back, everyone, to some more Mass Effect. Been a little bit. I know we started on a Friday before the weekend, so a little bit weird, but we're here. Finished up all the Citadel stuff and ready to bust Saren. Hope everyone has had a great Cinco de Mayo or May Day for the UK folks. But go ahead and jump right in and see what progress we can make today. Because these are definitely some pretty long games. Enjoy the rest. Enjoy the rest. Rest being sleep, not rest being the rest of the stream.
Come on. Udine is presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer.
Nope, enjoy the rest of the stream. Saying enjoy the rest because you're not allowed to leave.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren
Guys are
finds
just
the conduit,
fools.
It will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
And there we go, just like that.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
You become a Spectre.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a
I
great
feel like
burden.
this is a
They're
sloop-worthy
protectors of
moment.
galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
There we go. Time to find Saren.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special
Welcome
equipment
in, Light. Welcome in.
You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on. Right behind you, Shepard.
Alright. Take all the... I don't think we have anything. But since it brought us here... Ooh. Yeah, I didn't really think we had anything. And as always, let's get our charm up. Journal. Go back to the place where Fist was and try and find evidence.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. That usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you
Not that we have a ship yet. A little bit of spoilers, but... okay, let's get a fast travel station. Go back to Cora's Den and see what we can dig up. Wards. Bam. See what we can find. It's just kind of sitting here.
I got business here, but not with you.
Y, X. Easy as that. Okay, so we got a drive, which I'm guessing is what we're supposed to be taking to her. Alright, let's rock on out of here. Roll through here, see if any quests pop up. Nothing. Okay, so I guess there's not anything here. Okay.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Heck yeah.
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Alright, let's check in on the doctor. See if anything's going on here. How do you use... Okay, it's Y. To heal.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, is there anything you needed?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
What is that? Okay. I think that did something. And we were going to CSEC. Let's check out the journal. It's a lot of scanners. Yeah. Going to CSEC. Then talking to the guy to unlock the armory. And then
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tally.
As the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a mistake.
a little bit heated conversation between them, but I
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
sort by level. That's a sniper. Okay, I don't have enough money for any of that. So we're just gonna press on. Is it this one?
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Sounds like something we'll go check out.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have the chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down.
So Saren sabotaged him. Fair enough that he hates Saren already.
But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
Artemis Tau cluster. Got it.
You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Alright, let's scan this keeper. Bam. So do we have to do anything with that? Nope, okay. Anderson 9, we're fine. We'll
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we
Heck yeah, Commander. Welcome in, Dylan.
Captain will be proud.
Welcome in, welcome in.
So I can have this chance. We can't fail.
anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Dude's gonna doubt us. Let's go check on the crew. Check on you.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Alright, you.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Hope you didn't hit the classic I should go. Okay. Getting free experience from the Codex. So Caden had nothing to say. Surely the others would, right?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, so we unlocked that.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
Spitting game. Spitting game.
The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people
Spit our game. Let's spit our game.
leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew, it's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet.
captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Nope. That's it.
See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Nope, that's it.
Aye, aye, Commander.
What's up, Rex? You got anything?
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan...
That's a sentence right there. Your ignorance doesn't upset me.
But it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared
Oh,
away.
she just said nah.
Later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Heck yeah.
Without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Tell him. Put him in his place. Even though Garrus is the GOAT in later games. He's very reckless early games. Alright. So we were going to the Artemis Tau cluster. Right? Yeah. What is this though? Because there was Pharos and Novaria. Okay. Check out over here. Okay. 30 minutes in, we're just making our first little bit of progress. Okay. That's where we just were, Eden Prime. Okay, nothing here. Okay, so that's the asteroid. Okay, so this is the only thing here. Let's go with these two. Just go with the goated squad.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. Go to the... God, I hope you're hearing this.
How do we map? Bingo. What's that? Okay, so we're just gonna... Oh. It's not how you accelerate in this one.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm...
Is it LB? It's RB to shoot the rockets. Got it. Down this one. And we go inside of here. Go ahead and get our weapons out, you know. If someone's trying to crash an asteroid into a planet, probably aren't the most friendly of people. No worries, no worries. Alright, so we'll check downstairs first. Okay, got all that. Okay, so it must be upstairs. Where we're looking for the torch controls or whatever. Nothing over there. Huge. Disable torch. A, Y, Y, B. Easy.
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova. We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they need to switch the network.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die. If I find out anything, I've gotta go. Good luck.
Okay. So 2 torches to go, pretty much.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well, guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Time's running short.
One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Saren, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
Time's running short. I better get moving.
I think I'll make myself scarce in case any Batarians come back.
Should be simple. Should be simple. The question mark up there, is that one of the engineers? We're going the OG way. That okay, yep, that's boost. Okay, this is not where I wanna be. Okay. We off-roading now.
You hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. I'm sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing.
Might be able to climb this face. Okay. All that for a little bit of music. Not worth. Transmission tower. What was the other X up here? Was it just the radio? Okay, yep, it was just the radio. Alright. Not worth. That button's the rockets. Okay. Can we set these off with that? Nope. Okay.
Heading to position.
Surely we're getting further away from them. We're getting further away. Why is it getting closer to detonating? Okay. They're done. Nothing over there.
Engaging target.
Pretty sure that should. Nope. Never mind. What's that? I'm pretty sure that's what that does, is take down robots. Shield boost. Mine. Here I am trying to use the abilities. A, X, Y, X. Easy.
Take them out!
There's a shotgun at. Things are just annoying. They aren't doing anything to us, but they're just flying in circles. Another torch down.
You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Well, that's not great. Oh. But loot is great. We absolutely take that. Oh, that's not the way you go. So we did that. Got to go up. What's that? That's a fusion torch. It's the main facility. Okay, so we'll go up and around to that one. But first, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Alright. We back. Roll back on over to that scene. And let's go get our vehicle. Where do we park it? Oh, there it is. Alright, we're back in our vehicle. Let's roll on over this way. Here's the last. What are they called? Beacons? Flares? Torches? Alright, let's. Take these down super duper quick. Take you down super duper quick. Where's this last one? What's the map look like? So I'll want to climb up there. And probably check out over here for like one of the lost engineers he was talking about. No. There it is. Had to hit a couple buttons, but we figured out how to exit the vehicle again. Okay, nothing in here.
Release the Baron!
Oh. Watch out for that doggo. You. Okay. As always, let's check this room. Get our loot. No, time is supposedly against us, but who am I to turn down some good old fashioned loot? Alright, nothing over there. And rock on around to here. One long enough. I thought it would be on the decryption, but we got it. Y, B, Y. Easy as that. And all the torches are done.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Okay.
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab.
attack him. We'll talk it out.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. Can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Heck yeah.
An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Balak will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Dude literally just like, nope, we out. I mean, valid. Perfectly valid response, just, you know, using your brain. Be like, you know what? Let's get out of here. I completely forgot to look at the map. I want to go... Yes, I want to go forward. Okay. Got completely turned around and forgot to look at the map again. Think we can make it up through this little gully? Surely we can. Oh. But first. Well, there's one of the engineers. Question is, how do we get to where we're trying to go? Don't want to drop down just in case there's no way back up. But we'll go ahead and rock on over this. Is it up there? Usual Tokyo drift on up here. Ooh, no, I don't want to do. Bingo. What does this do for us? B A Y Y A A B. Okay. Don't know what that does for us. It's the body we found. Found that. We did not go to there though. Okay. So we did not explore a whole lot. First, we'll head on this way to this survey station. So let's find these engineers. It didn't give us a time crunch, so I'm not worried. It gave us a time crunch, I'd like, hey, we should rush to. I'd be like, hey, we should rush to rescue him. Realize I left out a word there, but. Since they didn't. We're gonna roll right on over here. This looks like another. I'm not reading all that. Make sure we examine it. That's not what I wanted to do. Is there gonna be anything over there? Is it worth the trip? Guess we'll go. Feel like we're wasting our time. But it is what it is. We shall make our way that way regardless. Like this is the best route to get up that way. At least the least labor intensive. Rock on here. Ooh, I don't know if I like dropping down. So hopefully we don't get stuck somewhere. Again, I can just smell it that we're going all this way for nothing.
On my way.
Y, X, X, A. Easy as that. Never mind.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians.
Because we were only supposed to find 3, right? Oh, wrong thing. Journal. Only Montoya. I thought we had found 3. Because we found the one by the wreckage. And the one back at the start over this way. Am I remembering wrong? We'll go to the last station. But I thought we had found all 3. Maybe completely remembering wrong. That's entirely possible. But we press on regardless. I mean, it also would probably help to, you know, read what I've seen when I'm seeing it, but, who has time for that? To actually read stuff? Couldn't be me. So we boost on our way over here. This thing doesn't... It reaches its max speed almost instantly, but then never gets any faster. We're taking the Skyrim route. Direct approach. Forget going around like the actual intended paths. We're just straight shot in this. Surely that will. Okay, YouTube, what you doing there? What's going on, YouTube? What aren't you receiving? Why are you not receiving enough video? You want to sort that out? Because you should be now. Okay, YouTube, are you working again? Encryption skill too low. Alright, YouTube, you should. What are we shooting at? Alright, let's check out our abilities. I mean, we got 12 points we can spend. Increase health, accuracy. I mean... do that. Seems like a decent enough distribution. Oh, and our decryption is still too low. But let's upgrade our weapons. 180 is going to be the best we're going to get. Take that shotgun, that pistol, that sniper, that. Alright, and we'll rock over to Garrus. Bam, bam. That. And nothing works for you. And Tali. Do that. Alright. That should, while I was paused, I should have, you know, checked the... Yeah, we found all those. So, again, while I was paused, should have thought this through. Mark the main facility. So we know how to, you know, get there. But we press on regardless, as always. Fancy. We're just gonna focus one at a time on these things. Oh, missed that rocket. We won't miss on you because you're stationary. And so are you. Alright. Heck yeah, Tali. Tell him. Quick sip of water. And here we go. Grab that. I feel like there are a lot of people up here. Let's just shoot that so we aren't hit by it. Painting a picture, painting a picture. Finally took it down. Get in there, bud.
You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable. This is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
You don't get to leave, Valak. Not after what you've done.
What I've done, this is nothing compared to what's been done to Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen.
Very radical view.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? You go. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Like, could we not send Tali to disarm the bomb? She's literally a tech expert, and we could easily handle him solo.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Okay, now we just gotta find all the bombs. B, B, Y, B, Y. Alright, disarming, disarming. Okay, so we've got to get upstairs. And there's 2 bombs left, so one's over here. There's 1, disable. X, B, A, B. Look at that, easy. Last one was on the complete opposite side. Miss every shot. Hit that one. Garrus, you keep dying. Oh, and, well, here it is. A, Y, A, Y.
Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible.
I hope that's not saying like, oh, he was here, he could have disarmed the bombs. That would have been tragic. Like if we captured him and he's like, oh, thought I should have been here. Could have done something to help. Like disarm the bombs.
All right? Is our team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Letting terrorists go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Heck yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I
About
know it's
this?
a lot to ask, but that Omni tool...
I mean, if it's a Paragon option, surely it's a good choice.
I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it. My blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Okay. How? Let's, actually release them. Not just leave them locked up.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us.
expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Valak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in the place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here.
Died in a place he loved in a small research lab on a remote asteroid?
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but
I mean...
I understand. You've been through
I
enough.
mean...
I'll get out of your way.
Fair, but strange.
I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Okay, well they're free. Oh, they were just really packed in there. Now we leave. Right? Journal. Yeah, it's just these. Alright, and we rock back to rock on down to Electric Avenue. Alright. So there's that done. And we explored everything there. Now let's go over to here. Are we just guessing which one she's in? Go to Sparta first. Oh. Don't know what that does for us.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Exodus. Okay. Don't know if this is what we're looking for, but we'll travel here. Let's do you. And you this time. Let's check out the map. It's debris, it's distress signal, and anomaly. Let's go to the debris, or debris, as some people like to call it. But it's debris. Alright. As always, we drive just straight up a cliff. I don't know if there's going to be a route over there. I'm seeing this exact gap that's right here. Okay. Surely we can make it up here. So we want to also go over to whatever that is over there. But first, this. electronic skill too low. Any chance I can upgrade that? It's still too low after all that? Okay. Fake. Just dumped unnecessary points into it. Lithium. Okay. Since we can't do that, whatever that is, we will go over to there. Check out this anomaly. And will we take the normal route? Nope. We're going off-roading. That's disappointing though. We dumped all the points into decryption and electronics 2 times and still was too low to get whatever was there. But hopefully can get whatever this is. Okay, so we got that ID tag. Let's see, map, and now let's go to this distress signal. Rock on up. And move on over. As we picked up a random distress beacon here. Well, I think I can see what it is. Oh. Oh, I thought we killed it there for sure. Surely that kills it. I mean, just like us. And he's back on the Citadel. Okay. We'll get to him shortly. We'll go to the next planet out. No, just searching everywhere. Oh, we'll survey. Got. Check the asteroid belt. Okay, nothing there. Oh, another place we can survey. So we did that. Macedon. Athens. Let's check out this one next. We're looking for the matriarch's daughter. Is there anything here, or can we just land? I mean, let's land. I mean, of course we gotta explore everywhere. There's debris. There's a stronghold. There's an anomaly. So let's go there first. Again, I don't know what is here. It just gave me the option to land, so I landed. Hopefully, we can decrypt this one. It's not like, oh, electronics too slow, too low, not too slow. Heck yeah. And then I fail it. Okay. Let's go check out this anomaly. You know, gotta explore everything. Okay, well, there's enemies over there at what looks to be the stronghold. Oh. Almost did a barrel roll there. I think I see what the anomaly is, or like that's clearly something right there, right? Oh, and a metal or whatever up there. Cover YAXBX. Okay, covered some form of writings, matriarch's writings from the Asari. Heck yeah. Let's go find whatever metal this is. And the most strange route possible we could take. Thorium. Okay. Rare element. Alright. I'm guessing that's the stronghold over there, so I'm just not even gonna put down the mark, and I'm gonna trust my gut on this one. The only building on this planet. Just gonna assume is the destination. Maybe completely off base here, but I feel like that's a decent thought process. Especially now that I'm getting closer and it's surrounded by enemies. Pirate Sniper. Sounds like an Xbox 360 gamer tag. Pirate Sniper XX42039. Like, tell me that's not someone you played against in, like, OG Modern Warfare 2. Alright. But let's see what this stronghold's all about. More pirates. Let's check out in here. Oh, that's the wrong button. Y, X, B, Y. Alright, take those. Alright, so the Asari we killed gave us something in our inventory. Okay. Can we level up more? Okay. Cannot. Okay, so we won't get any of those, but okay. Something else to do back on the Citadel. So probably once we find the Matriarch's daughter, we'll roll back to the Citadel and do these couple of things. Just to do a bunch of the side quests. That should be it. On that planet. Zoom out. Check the next planet in orbit. Oh, more matriarch writings. Nothing here. And we'll check the asteroid belt. They like, ooh, because they like hiding stuff there. All right. Okay. I feel like that's the one to go to. So let's check out this one first, just to, you know, check all the boxes. Athens just feels like a main story place. Or I'm wrong, because that says Prothean Ruins. So that very might well be the place. Okay. So, because she's out here checking out Prothean Ruins. So we'll go check out Athens. I was wrong. That's on me. So we check out the asteroid belt. Survey. Check out this planet. Survey. Okay. We'll come back very briefly after check. Again, Athens just seems like something that it sounds very official. But that might just be me. Alright, check out the belt, check out the belt, check out the belt, check out the belt. Check out this planet. And where's the last one? Bingo. Alright. Yep, nope. Completely guessed that wrong. That is 100% the planet. But we're here now. And we're going to rescue her. Let's have those two. I feel like you can't go wrong with Garrus or Rex. See what the map look. Oh, yep, this absolutely it, because it's a linear map, not just open world.
Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
So we'll proceed down the linear path they gave us. Alright, and we press on. Oh, seeing our first enemy showing up on the radar. Not too concerned, because, you know, we're in a literal tank. Alright, take them down. I don't know if those were supposed to be intimidating. They did like the whole air strike soundtrack or sound bit, but wiped them relatively easily. Go around. Well, that's where we came from. So I suppose the ultimate question is, where did you come from? Where did you go? why can you not go in reverse in this thing? Okay. Keeps trying to. There we go. Let me drive in let me drive in reverse. There we go. All right, let's. Well, that was a waste of time. Press on over to this building. I mean, I should have assumed the one where the enemy is. It's the proper building. That should be a... pretty clear. Pretty clear, indicator. That's the word. But got there in the end. Another one of those things. Kind of roll past them. All right, let's put these two things down. Ooh, that's a slightly larger one. Doesn't hit any harder, just takes a few more hits, so not too worried. Hold on 1 second, chat. Un momento. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh. Wrong button. Right trigger's not drive like most other games. So just muscle memory automatically hits right trigger to start driving. Okay. Let's press on. I'd like to have the confidence of those two guys that just tried to run at a tank solo and think, you know what, we're gonna do it. I aspired to have that level of confidence. Oh, don't drive in lava. Is their subtle way of saying get out of the tank? I would assume so. go. Oh, we didn't kill him. Push on, push on. Abilities. Oh, those are guns. Do we have any? Ooh, that's useless. Or not useless, useful. When in doubt, follow the trail of enemies. Usually is the way to go. Alright. Okay, those are a lot more intimidating when we aren't in our massive tank. Wrong button. Bam. Get Rex back. Ouch. Good shot, Garrus. Thought we just get him back for him to die instantly. Where's my sniper at? I don't need to deal with this. Hitting the wrong button. Shield boost on. Sure. Maybe I wasted that because I didn't have any shields at the moment. Ooh, got a little low health there. We have Unity back to get Rex back up. There you go, Rex. Garrus. Overload. Come on. Where'd that guy come from? I feel like that's the first real fight we've been thrown. Where are you at? Oh, wrong button. X isn't reload. That's throw grenades. Because for some reason, I don't know, that X is throw a grenade, but it's an older game. We'll give it a pass on that one. Because there is no reload in this game. Alright, let's... press on, press on, press on. What is this? Oh, nothing? Okay. Thought it was worth looking at. Alright, let's press on down. Alright. Nothing over there. That's an elevator. Do we just take another... go down that elevator to go down another elevator? Alright. Alright, here's a question. It looked like Rex had his pistol out there. Let's... oh, he had his assault rifle out. Okay. Well, there she is.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, alright?
We just need to figure some way past this energy.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There's a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Look, if you're us, we got a Krogan as well. And I honestly will take ours in a fight against pretty much any other Krogan, so... ouch. As we get hit with a rocket. Alright. Simple enough fight there. Y, X. Easy. Take those. B, X, X, B. Easy as that. I'm guessing whatever it was that said enter code. Mining laser. Heck yeah. A, X. Hey, nope. I mean, now it looks like I looked up the code. I mean, we take those.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Not so fast, Shepard. You sure she's on our side? Her mother's working with Saren.
I am not my mother. I don't even...
Oh.
I don't know why Benezia joined Saren.
Strong
I don't want
spite
anything to do
there.
with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to
I mean, she adamantly said she was not her mother.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on. I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Yep. Whoops.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away.
Don't say mister like that. That's just That's just weird. Weird. Just weird. Could just left that on the double.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Quick and easy. Oh, let's say, didn't he say thanks for getting the shields down? Well, made it out.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According
For those that know, that's remarkably spot on.
Civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her bionics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Sure.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Begnezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Alright. Let's go check on everyone. See how everyone's doing after our first real mission. Top that off.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
Spitting our game. Spitting our game.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Should we have taken that option? Just get all the... Oh, I'm having FOMO.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
This one.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me?
Nope. Yep, we should have. We absolutely should have. Well.
I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Mood?
Like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Oh.
Sounds like you want to dissect me.
We're fascinating. Okay.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Alright.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, Caden, you got anything for us?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Malenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informed. Protocol wasn't a big focus back at Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in as upcoming. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the room. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school. Next thing you know, you're out of Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from home.
Oh,
What's it like?
bonding with the bromance.
Gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
You tell him, Caden. Alright. Few more of the crew to check on. What you got for us, Garrus?
Commander, how are you? Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
It's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was CSAC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian
Yeah.
I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level.
Exactly.
And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns...
What you got for us?
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
I mean...
We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got
I mean, that's very pessimistic, but fair.
An optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it.
Nah, we fighting the bear. We ain't sacrificing Daisy for that. We fighting that bear. We ain't sicking the dog on it.
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
What about me? Wild. We ain't.
I don't think kissing Turians will be
Wild statement.
You never
That's
know, Commander.
We'll talk later.
inappropriate to the 10th degree.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too.
I mean, good pay.
Checked it out.
Can't complain.
Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone.
Creepy.
I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you
I
saw
mean,
him?
that's a valid response.
Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
So long. After dumping your trauma on us. We're just like, oh, so long. Oh, let's examine that.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship
Go
is
check on the best girl.
and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships.
Oh yeah, this is
It's necessary to maintain
absolute goated trilogy.
But no ship wants to
And I feel like it doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
we embark on a pilgrimage.
Finishing up Star Wars Survivor. Ooh, huge, huge. Are you on your first playthrough? Or replaying it?
This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Okay, we already asked about all that.
About something else.
Like what?
I should
I want to talk about something else. I'm out of here. Rock on back up. Second playthrough. Okay, yep. So now you're just really having fun with it with the maxed out perks. Oh, let's check this out. I'll go check on Joker. I feel like we haven't checked on him for a little bit. See what he has to say. Check out all those things. What's up, Joker?
Gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening
Ah,
to politicians
fair,
give speeches
fair.
for a couple of hours. But
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave too.
So you definitely need to get your blocks and dodges down.
So, Commander,
But the second you hit anyone,
I like to know my
they're dead, but you gotta block everything.
this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh crap. Okay.
Even further, this is our second stream, so we're like 4 or 5 hours in. We've been exploring every side option.
One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, there we go. Snag that. And we'll travel on back. Bam. Got those two, explored that one. We'll rock on back to the Citadel to land here. We gotta go talk to the Admiral guy. Yeah, I've played it a few times through. Not for a while, but have definitely played it through before.
This is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
Oh.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
How many casualties so far?
17 Marines were killed in the simulation
17.
exercises. Before we realized what had happened, that's when we contacted you.
Before realizing something's wrong.
Critical to our military success. They process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. But as advanced as this thing is at military strategy, it's still just a VI. It's not self-aware, and it's completely disengaged from any networks. That's where you come in. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
All
Don't
right.
worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know
Should be
Spectre's
simple.
entered the council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
All right. Let's land at the Citadel. And we're talking to Nasana and Admiral Koku. Or however you say his name. I'll take Ashley. Sure, we haven't taken Liara anywhere yet.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Can't hurt to bring her along.
The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
I still serve the Alliance.
Oh.
As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection.
Sounds a little salty about it.
Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
You do you.
Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy...
Yep, except for that one reporter you just gotta punch every time. Fair, fair.
Maybe, but that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet.
Or
Count how many times that garrison goes to the battle.
in the third where you gotta show up James on the pull-ups.
Krogan? Asari? Turians?
Or punch him when you're first introducing yourself to him.
Free access to Alliance equipment.
Between Saren
I hear
and
you,
Saren, we have
Daisy.
enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think the Normandy is a good ship.
She really did.
Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and
Oh,
multiracial...
your name's way off to the side.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise.
Not many MMOs, or really co-ops, really. Too much. I have played some, but mostly just solo stories and then like PvP onlines instead of like MMOs. Alright. Already did all that. So we are going to go ahead and wrap it up there for the evening. A little bit longer than intended, but made some good progress into the real story. We will be back Wednesday with some more Mass Effect, so make sure you are subscribed so you can tune into that if you like. But tomorrow we will likely be playing some Unite just for a little break, but I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your evenings. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow, and if not, then Wednesday for some Mass Effect. But till then, peace, peace.